Welcome back, folks, to Transportation Inc. We are on Chapter 3, and this one involves us going through and taking a look at some new vehicles and VIPs. VIPs are going to show up in yellow, which you'll see here in a second, and you can see they're there, and then we have a whole bunch of new vehicles to deal with them, along with sports. Unlike before, we're actually going to be starting in France, not Germany like we normally do, so let's go ahead and build some basic routes. There's going to be a couple new things you see. First off, when you click on a city, you'll see that we have a gold or yellow area. Those are your VIP passengers. Up on the top right now, we are actually in competition with our competition, where that didn't happen before. And our goal in this round is to transport 5,000 VIP members before any of the other companies can. Let's get on it. To begin with, we're just going to add on some basic routes, get some basic buses, and we're going to upgrade those buses significantly to make sure that they get more people on them and that we can run routes more regularly. But basically, we're just trying to establish a regular income so we can start spending things on our VIP passengers to make sure that our first class service is the best and that we reach that 5,000 goal the quickest. Now that we have some routes established, we want to go try to find some routes that have some VIPs. We already have one up north, but I want to find another one so we can start adding to our total here because we are currently behind our competition. And this one over here looks nice. We're going to place our route in here, and we're also going to add on a depot just because it's a little far away from everything so we can get it set and ready to roll here. We're going to grab the cheapest VIP bus and throw it on that route and then start upgrading and charging appropriately for it. After the upgrades are completed, we're going to increase that price and make sure those first class passengers pay through the nose. We're now transporting passengers, but we're losing compared to AutoPost Inc. So we're going to have to upgrade our system a bit here to make sure that we can transport more first class passengers than they can. At this point in the campaign, all it really is going through and adding on additional routes and first class routes. There's a couple of these that you can really find that are balanced between first class and regular coach, and you can buy buses that have both. You just really have to make sure you're checking to make sure the routes that, depending on how long they are, sometimes they're so long that it's not going to be cost effective. Now, the goal here is not necessarily to make a ton of money, but you do need to make money in order to service the routes. You can see that we're up to just about 1,000 people now, and it's increasing a lot because we've gone through and added on more and more first-class routes. And you can see that Lhasa Inc. has not added on anything, and that AutoPost is kind of leveling out, where our numbers are increasing drastically. So as you go through and start adding on more routes, the money is going to get to be easier. You're going to have less time to wait, and you're also going to be able to get better buses. I also recommend highly upgrading your buses. Upgrading bus service in this game is super important, especially when it comes to comfort. That will allow you to charge higher ticket prices, and also when it comes to speed and fuel efficiency. The faster your vehicle goes, the easier it is for it to get caught up and to draw higher ticket prices. So the upgrades, while some of them are really expensive, like $30,000, they are entirely necessary and entirely useful for what you want to do. So that's really all there is to this part of the campaign, is you just go through and really just start adding on routes as much as possible, building and making things more interconnected. And as that happens, the money will flow in. And you see we're already up to 3,000, and we're going to win this pretty easily. We're well over 1,000 more, almost 1,500 more than our competition. So we're going to be finishing this up here in just a moment, and then we're moving on to Chapter 4. I should also note that we don't have access to everything right now. We still don't have any aircraft or rail, and we can't even upgrade all the stuff that we can buy. So like, for instance, the depots, there's no upgrades. Normally you're able to upgrade them so that you can get work done faster at them or have more parking spots. So right now the default is only 2. We can upgrade them more later. But as the chapter's unlocked, we should be good and ready to go. But we are just about there. You can see at the top, and we're going to take this one home.